Guys, how you doing? Got some more video gameplay. Again to show you. Again trying to prove points. I can only show you what I can show you. You're right. What I mean by that is I can only show you what happens to me. And you know, it's over and over and over again. So that's all I got. I mean, that's what I have to show you. And I'm gonna talk about how. No, this is different games to different people, but this is my experience. It kind of has to be seen, I think, in order to be believed, because you know, even guys who know me, who played with me, have had a tough time believing that it was this bad. Until they saw for themselves. So that's kind of the purpose of my videos, to bring about point. I saw a video not long ago from a famous CC on this very same map, on this very same spawn side. And he cruised to the left side a little bit, but right down the middle of the map, more or less. Slightly on the left side that I'm on here, but more towards middle. And he cruises right down. He's doing a tank review, just recent. And he cruises from one end of the map to the other. And nobody shoots at the guy. And I've seen this, and I pointed out this in his other videos too, that, you know, where it's clearly spotted. And nobody even shoots at the guy. It's just amazing. That doesn't happen to me. You know, I wish I could show you that. I had a brilliant game because nobody shot him. It doesn't happen to me. This is what happens to me. I don't have control of the matchmaking, right, or RNG. Of course, as I said many times before, this guy not even looking the right direction. So, you know, if I'm put on the clueless teams over and over and over again, absolutely clueless, no awareness whatsoever, total lack of awareness, you're not gonna win. You're not gonna win because you need help. The only guy who helped me over there, who saw what was going on, was the artillery guy, who was shooting the direction of where the enemy is. Duh, isn't that, you know, there he is. And now a couple of guys, you know, figured out, but when you got this many guys on the other side of the map, and they totally clueless, or they totally don't care. They totally don't want to put themselves in any danger. It's a fucking video game, and you don't want to put yourself in any danger in order to try and win. Well, if you're on those teams all the time, guess what? You're not gonna win. And I don't get it. It's well, I do get it. I do understand, because you know, I've been paying attention over the years to what other guys have said, and done their own little experiments with this game, as I've talked about, and the former wargaming employees, you know, talks about how the game is all the problems with the game, that it's and how wargaming controls everything, right? Matchmaking, RNG, and there's so many which ways they can screw you, and do screw you if they want to. So wargaming picks and chooses who they want to have winning percentages, and of course, if there's guys with winning percentages, that means there has to be other guys with losing percentages, and it had nothing to do with skill. Right, so some of the videos I'm most proud of, they don't get many views. They're where I'm getting shot at like crazy by artillery, by everybody on the enemy team who's trying to focus me out for death. And I'm able to persevere through that, fight through it. But you cannot fight through that yourself. I'm just skipping here towards the end of the match to show you for the sake of time. You cannot persevere through that without at least a little bit of help from your teammates. But your teammates are so oblivious to what's happening on the screen. Presumably they're looking at the screen, their screen, but they're oblivious to what's going on. And the guys who are oblivious, look, they get rewarded. This game is so screwed up. The guys who are responsible for the loss, they could not care less, or they're so totally out to lunch that they don't do anything till the very end. The game's over. Why are they getting rewarded for this? For being a part, a symptom of the loss. It's so bizarre. There's no wonder to me that people are leaving this. It's no surprise, is what I mean to say. It's no surprise that the proliferation we're seeing now of bots in this game. This is an encounter battle, but I seem to be the only one on my team who understands what the game mode is. This is tier 10. There's 8, 9s, and 10s in this map. And besides the enemy team, who knows, obviously, what game mode it is, and they know where the objective is. See, I'm always facing the team that knows what the objective is, they know where it is, and they know how to achieve that objective. Conversely, I'm always on the team that hasn't a clue about any of those things. No clue. Totally out to lunch, oblivious. And Wargaming chooses my teammate. I don't get to choose him. So I'm fucked. My win rate is fucked. Not because I don't know what's going on. I'm the only fucking one in the game here. This is just an example, right? Who does know what's going on and is trying to achieve the objective, like the enemy team is, and hint hint, they're going to do so successfully. So just watch how this plays out. And this happens to me all the time. So I'm considering. I'm a kind of a believer that sometimes people have to see in order to believe. Even, I guess that's true with almost everybody. Seeing is believing, and so I'm considering streaming again on Twitch. Just to show you, I mean, just the bizarre game in, game out matchmaking that I get. The enemy team now realizes, okay, they're smart enough to know who's the only guy that's threatening us here. Right? Isn't that an intelligent deduction? Which guy presents the greatest threat to us? Is it those guys who are the farthest away? Fuck no, of course. Anybody who's been in a fucking fight of any kind knows that, right? You take out the guy who presents the greatest threat to you. And in this game, that's usually the guy Who has a fucking clue what he's doing? You think those guys over there, they're worried about them? Fuck, man. Look at this. I showed a while back a low tier match with, you know, a guy who was as far away from, you know, to safety as he could possibly get, and he's still not safe there. And this was a low tier match, right? This is the match I was talking about a few videos back. As far away as he could possibly get, right? If the map was bigger, he'd be even further away. Well, this is tier 10. Look at where these guys are. How can you win with guys like this on your team? And if this happens to you over and over and over again, what do you think your win rate's going to be? How can you control your win rate? Absolute the biggest lie perpetrated in this fucking game, proven, you know, by guys who tested. I'm trying to show you video examples and former wargaming employee who, you know, drops the truth bomb and you know, gets censored and deleted for it for telling you the truth about this game that is rigged, top to bottom, every fucking matches, because of RNG. Because the matchmaker, wargaming, controls what happens in the match, not you. If you get stuck with guys who are virtually useless like this, you don't have a hope in hell of winning. Doesn't matter what you do. As I said in previous videos, I've seen a guy firsthand. I've seen for myself two guys that kind of wiped the floor with the enemy team. They didn't do it themselves, of course. Nobody can. Right? Nobody can go and just single-handedly destroy, use their hit point pool to destroy all the combined enemies' hit point pool. Nobody can do that. But I have seen two guys in over 60,000 games who kind of wiped the floor with the enemy team and won, you know, won the game for us. 2 games in over 60,000 matches, whatever I have now. So, and I don't see this happening to, you know, to other guys. I'm thinking of streaming so you can see for yourself, but who wants to watch a guy get, you know, focus fired and blown up all the time? Who wants to see that? I don't know. But if it's to prove a point and show you that, you know, the game is this fucking completely rigged nonsense, and you have to see for yourself what the game, what the matchmaker, what the RNG does to me all the time. And when I see CCs putting out their games and nobody even fucking shooting at the guys, what the hell is that? What is that? Nobody even when they're spotted, nobody even firing at them. Artillery's not even bothered with them. That's some great matchmaking, man. I wish I had that. I was on those kind of teams and against those kind of teams. You know, talk about clean up and wipe the floor with them. I would put the skill level displayed in my videos up against anybody, because if you can do what I do under the constant heavy fire that I get, it takes skill. It's hard to do. As I said before, it's hard for me to even survive winning matches. That's how badly I get focus fired. So when I see other guys, if they're not even getting shot at, and they're clearly, you know, they're right in people, you know, they don't get in people's faces like I do, but, you know, they don't have the guts to do that, but, even when they are clearly visible trying to mop up at the end of the match, they're still not getting shot at by the guys who are left on the enemy team. The enemy team would rather Let's see, shoot at other guys on their team than them. So what the hell is that? I'm the first guy that did that. I'm gonna do a compilation video showing, suicide runs and getting focused out and just focused by artillery and everybody else as soon as I'm spotted. It's gonna be, it's a lot of work to put together, but I'm gonna do that. Please, you can search for me on Twitch, and thank you again for watching, guys.